There we go. Okay. So the first updates that Hassan has given us is on company growth. Okay. Since the company launched in autumn 2021, in terms of active customers, every year it has seen growth. There are currently 31,637 active customers in economy. 31,000. That is not no small company, right? It's not the biggest because economy is actually still in its infancy, but that is amazing to have started in autumn 2021 and to be at almost 32,000 customers right now. That is goals. Yeah. That means that you don't need to worry when people message you on TikTok going, oh, but is it a scam? Is anybody making any money? 31,000 customers. There are whole companies in the UK that don't even have 31,000 customers. Do you see what I mean? So you need to know that you are confident in this business. It works. There are people growing. And this time last year, there was only 16,000. So that means the company has pretty much doubled in the past year alone. That is how successful it is. That is how well it is doing right now. It is thriving. Customers are joining every single day, right? Now, in terms of the company reach, if we look across to here, the company is now operating in 181 countries around the world, including some of the world's poorest economies. So we're talking countries like Bolivia, which is the poorest country in South America, right? Bolivia, blowing up. There is an icon 100 in Bolivia, right? Icon 100. That's not like a small person. That's like a whole massive organization originating out of Bolivia. We've got a whole team in India. We've got a whole team in Philippines. We've got teams actually expanding into Japan, which is not a poor economy, but still, it's the point, right? We've got all throughout Africa. We've got massive Nigerian team. And that's whilst the Nigerian economy has actually been going, not doing well, right? So the point is that there is something here. There is something that economy is doing, which is doing well. There are teams in the Caribbean. There are teams everywhere. So there is no reason why anybody here, from whatever background you're from, cannot take part and grow this company. Okay, it is already growing. Currently, it's generating over 4 million in sales per month. Right? 4.3 million per month. Now, in terms of commission payouts, they showed us how much they've actually paid out to affiliates, right? Year one, which started in around autumn, it was 62,000 something. By 2022, for the year, they paid out in total 2.2 mil. By 2023, you can see the massive jump, right? They went from having paid out 2.2 mil in 2022 to having paid out a total of 16 mil in 2023, right? Massive. That was like an 8x. Then you can see over here, the company is, again, like I said, doubled in the past year. Up until October, it was a total of 34 mil, right? In total, the company has paid out year on year, 52 million. So there's no issues with anybody like not getting paid. There's no issues with there not being enough money to pay everybody. There is more than enough money, right? The company is doing bits. And let me tell you, when economy do events, they don't do little events. They hire the best. They had everyone staying in 5-star hotels in Dubai, right? They don't just do like, oh, let's just get them a little Airbnb. No, every single event we've had in economy has been in either a Hilton hotel or a Kensington something, or they've always choose massive venues, well looked after, everyone's well kept, fully inclusive, everything, okay? So do not worry when it comes to economy not having your back financially. They have your back, okay? They will provide, they will deliver every single time, okay? And when it comes to the company goal, they want to be the fastest network marketing company to pay out $1 billion in commissions. That's not talking about sales, that's talking about commissions. They want to pay their team, okay? That's you guys, right? That's their goal. So they will do everything they can to make the products as best as they can. They will do everything they can to make the system as smooth as they can. They will update the back office as needed. They will do whatever they need to do to deliver to us an easier ride so that we can get paid, right? Does that make sense, guys? Just drop a 7 in the chat if that's making sense so far. This is just the actual company stats, which Hassan openly and freely shared to us. Okay, because again, this is our business, right? So it's not just, la-di-da stuff. We actually know about the business and how it's doing because this is what we're invested in building. Yeah? All right, cool. If you guys have any questions about any of this stuff, obviously feel free to ask me. You can unmute and ask me a question at any time, okay? It's not like you just have to sit there and whatever. You can ask me questions as well. So let's move on. Second set of updates. This is about the goals, right? So currently, in terms of leadership, in terms of affiliates, economy currently has 2 people who are earning 250,000 a month. Yeah, that's Alicia and Suhail. Okay, they were there from the beginning. They literally opened up economy with Hassan, in terms of being the first affiliates to actually take an interest and start to build it. And they're currently on 250 grand a month each, right? You then have 4, to my knowledge, I think it's 400K a month earners. Okay, so for us, our upline is Premium Bells. Okay, Premium Bells is 32. I'm sure you guys have seen him online. You know, young black guy, grew up in where's it go? Custom House, okay, which is East London. 4 years ago was in prison. Didn't have anything to his name. Now earning 100K a month, right? Anyone can do this. Anyone, okay? You also have Fabiana, who heads up Bolivia. Okay, she's got a massive team, an international team as well. She's on 100K a month. She's 23 years old. You've got Claudia from Poland. Claudia had been in one previous company, but before she started in network marketing, she was working in a bakery, putting cakes into boxes on repeat in a warehouse. That's what she was doing. Okay, she's 23 years old. She earns 100K a month. There's no excuse. She's in Poland as well, right? And her entire organization has been built off TikTok. Claudia has 13 personally sponsored icon leaders, and every single one of them was a random person from TikTok. Okay, so guys, I'm telling you, you don't have to be special to do this. There's nothing stopping any single one of us, okay? Right? So, company currently has, according to my estimations, as far as I can tell, roughly about 10, 50K, 75K a month earners, okay? 10. They're scattered all over the world. There's loads of them, okay? Roughly between 20 to 30, 9K a month earners to 25K a month earners in terms of icons. Okay, so that's kind of the rough demographic. There's loads of lower icons, but the goal for economy is like, obviously they've got a commissions goal. The goal for Mastermind, which is Premium Bell's organization, which includes us by default, is that he wants to create 100 six-figure earners. Okay, so a six-figure earner is icon 9 basically. He wants to create 100. That's his goal. As VTG's goal, within that, we want to impact 1,000 families as an organization. Currently, VTG has around between 500 to 600 active members. We want to double that. We want to get that to 1,000. So we're looking at adding collectively between us 400 plus people for us to hit that goal, right? That will make VTG an Icon 25 organization. And within that, you have the scope for every single one of you to be earning 3K, 5K Icon money if you want to. Okay, so we break the goals down so that we can fit ourselves within that overall goal. All right, so our goal as a community, as a little team, as us on this Zoom call, 10 six-figure earners. That's my personal goal. I want to help you guys become six-figure earners, right? Do you guys actually want to be six-figure earners, first of all? Because if you don't, then we have a problem. Does anyone not want to be a six-figure earner?
Oh, yeah.
And Nika straight in there. Gareth, I see the thumbs up. Excellent. Okay, so I'm in the right call, yeah?
We can talk. Yes, of course.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. So my goal personally is I want to create 10 six-figure earners. Okay, I became a six-figure earner in 2022, and that's the point at which I was able to leave my job, and I've maintained that, and it's growing. Okay, but I don't want to just for it to be me. I want you guys to experience that. Okay, and all of you can do it. Okay, so that is our goal that fits within the company goal. Okay, are there any questions about this so far? You guys have any questions? Are we all good? All good, yeah? Okay, lovely. Let's move on. So this is where we break down so that you guys kind of get a better understanding. How many do you have so far? So far, I'm the only one. Gareth, this is really sad. So far, I'm the only one. Yeah, I would say Missy's running it up. Missy's approaching, okay? She's the first person who, well, she's not the first person, but in economy this time around, she's the first person who's actually quit her job so far. So she's heading in the right direction. But you guys, I want you guys to follow suit. Okay. We have people who are doing like 5 figures in trading, but in terms of residual income, I want to create 6-figure earners in residual income. Okay. So understanding the assignment. Why? How does being an affiliate benefit you? Why are you doing this? What's the point? Right. The second thing we're going to cover is going to be the what. What is the role of an affiliate? The next thing is going to be how. How do you even become a good affiliate, right? When should you actually be working on your business, right? And then who is the person that makes the best kind of affiliate, okay? I don't know if I even covered this, but anyway, let's go through it. First of all, let's do the why. Okay, by the way, you guys should really be taking notes. So if you don't have pen and paper, I highly suggest you do get pen and paper because you definitely want to take notes. Okay, I'm going to say a lot more than what you see here. Okay, so just be ready to actually write this stuff down because you're going to want to remember this. Okay, so first of all, why be an affiliate? If you want to build wealth, okay, you need certain types of income. Many of you would have known about Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he talks about his cash flow quadrant where he's got like the employee, the self-employed, the business owner, the investor, right? It's the business ownership and the investment ownership. So the investment, those two quadrants, those two parts of the quadrant actually create wealth. Being an employee doesn't create wealth. Being self-employed doesn't create wealth. Unless you're taking that money and you're going into business, or you're taking that money and you're becoming an investor, you're not going to become wealthy. Okay. When we talk about wealth, we're talking about how long can you sustain yourself at your current lifestyle without having to actually physically work. That's what wealth is. It's how long can you sustain yourself without having to do active work, right? If, as an employee, you always have to do active work. You can't stop working and expect the money to keep coming. It won't, right? As a business owner, you can't, sorry, as a self-employed person, you can't expect to stop working and still have the money come in. That's not going to happen. Okay. So the only way to achieve that, if wealth is what you want, is to have some form of residual or business income or some form of investment income or both. Both is a stronger component, right? A stronger combination. So when it comes to investment income, that's where trading comes in. That's why all of you are here in the first place, okay? Because it's an easy, accessible investment income, right? It's something that you can do for yourself, whether you're investing in actually trading or whether you're multiplying your money by investing in crypto, whichever you're doing, or whether you're using stock options, whatever you're doing, that's an investment income. That's something that's going to appreciate without you having to actively work on it, right? Trading, the job that you have, if you guys are working jobs, that is a residual income, okay? The problem with that residual income is that you have to keep going to work in order for it to keep coming, right? The other problem with that residual income is that it's capped. So there's only so much you can make in that job. There's only so much they're going to pay you, right? There's only so much you can do. There's only so high you can climb in that company or in that business, okay? And that's if you're skilled enough within the context of that company to be able to do it, right? Being an affiliate replaces your job as residual income. Because what do? You get paid weekly, monthly, whatever, right? The difference between being an affiliate and having a job is that there's no cap on your income. Do you know the comp plan in this company goes up to $1 million a month? The compensation plan in this company goes up to $1 million a month. Please show me a job where they're willing to pay you $1 million a month. Because I've never seen one, right? It's uncapped. And it's dependent on your efforts, right? With you guys, when you go to your jobs, and I found this when I went to job, it doesn't matter how hard you work. There can be someone with the same job description as you. They're not working as hard as you. They're getting paid the exact same as you, right? It's not a fair reflection of how hard you work. This business gives you a fair reflection of how hard you work. If you spend the time to invest in yourself and develop yourself, if you do the actual physical work, you will get paid properly, fairly, right? That's why in this business, it's possible for you to out-earn your upline. Any of you guys can out-earn me. Do you realize that? Any of you. You become better than me at doing this, you're going to out-earn me. And that's fair because you should be able to out-earn me, right? If you go to work, your boss who hired you, you can never out-earn them. It doesn't matter what you do, you're never going to out-earn them, right? So that's not fair. What we have here is fair. What you put in is what you get out plus some, okay? Security versus freedom. Your job will give you security, and that's why people like jobs. And jobs are not bad. I'm not knocking anyone that has a job. I'm not saying you shouldn't have jobs. I'm saying there's a difference, okay? And it depends on what you want. If you want security, you have a job. That's fine. But a secure place is you being locked into something, right? If you think of a secure facility, what are you doing? You're keeping something in. You're protecting that thing so it can't get out and nothing can get in, right? So presume that you're in a cage and you're in the middle of it. You're nice and secure, but you're not going to be able to push out past that. We don't want security as entrepreneurs. We want freedom. There's a difference, right? With freedom, I can do whatever I want to do. I'm not looking to be secure. I want to be free. There's a difference, right? No one says I want financial security. Well, some people do, But actually, financial freedom is better because I don't have to worry about security. I've got more money coming in, I can spend what I want, right? So I'd much rather be free than be secure, right? And so that's the difference between having a job as residual income and having this business as residual income. You get freedom here. You get travel freedom. You get time freedom. You get financial freedom. You get earning freedom. Yeah. You can work with who you want to work with. You can work wherever you want to work. You got the freedom. So that's the difference. Okay. With this, your impact is more extensive. As an affiliate, you will impact people far beyond yourself, far beyond your family. You will impact someone that previously was a complete stranger to you and help them in ways that they will be forever grateful for. Okay, the impact in this, the way that you can actually genuinely make a difference to someone else's life is mind-blowing, right? Absolutely mind-blowing. As an affiliate, you actually learn more here than you do in most high-level corporate jobs, right? So for example, some of you may have been on the Transformation Tuesday call I did a few weeks ago where I said I'd actually received an offer from someone I was working with as a consultant lawyer. They wanted to hire me for their firm and they wanted to pay me a six-figure income. And I refused, I turned it down. They were like, please, like, if, you're so good at this, your skills, if you come here, we'll pay. I was like, no, I don't want it, right? Because I can't trade my freedom anymore. One thing about this industry, it will ruin you. You will be unemployable. You will become unemployable because when you realize the freedom you can have, no one can ever tempt you back behind a 9 to 5, sitting behind a desk again in your life. It won't happen, right? And what I realized is that when you have high level corporate jobs, right, and they send you off these training days and these company retreats and they make you do bonding exercises, they pay these external firms thousands of pounds to try and teach you what network marketing teaches you anyway. They try and teach you how to become better salespeople. They try to teach you how to present better. They try and teach you how to have a better phone manner, how to communicate, how to, get on with people, how to social. They try and teach you all this stuff that you get for $29 a month here, or rather $15 a month here. You will become so valuable to the actual general marketplace that even if you decided, I want to go back to the workplace, your income, the salary that you can command is going to be up here because no one's going to be able to afford you. Like there are going to be jobs where it's like, listen, there's no way you're getting me to do that job because instantly they're going to be like, no, you're worth more than that. You should be in head office, right? That's what's going to happen to your marketplace value as an employee just by becoming an affiliate, right? So it's a win-win-win-win-win, whichever way you want to look at it, right? Now, this is also the best chance that you creating permanent wealth for yourself, where your effort gets fairly rewarded. We've already touched on that. And again, I said there's no cap on your earnings, okay? Any questions about an affiliate in terms of reasoning and why to be an affiliate? Any questions from you guys? We good? Okay, cool. Let's move on to the next slide. So this is the compensation plan. I don't know if any of you have actually seen this in detail, but this is what it is, okay? Now, the way the business is built, you have 2 legs of business, okay? So imagine that wherever you're, whenever someone joins, they get placed on one of 2 legs of business on the person that joined them, right? Now, the beauty of this system is that I think most of you are enrolled by someone who is also an affiliate, most of you, okay? You're going to be building one line of business in most of your cases, right? Because the other line will be the line that's being done by your upline, the person who introduced you, okay? Most of you on this call probably already have a healthy power leg, that one line of business that's done for you. If you check your back office, you'll see most of you already have a healthy power leg, right? The rest of you, if you don't, we're going to talk about that. We'll have one-on-one conversations. And if you're not in a position in the organization where you have that, there are ways that we can help you, okay? But for most of you, you're only doing half of this, okay? And what this does is it shows you how many people you need to access a certain rank, right? The ranks are named according to how much you're earning monthly. So it's pretty easy to understand, okay? An apprentice, you're making $100 a month. Influencer 500 is $500 a month, $900 a month, $1,500 a month, and so on, okay? This is one stream of income that the company gives you, okay? This residual monthly income, which is paid to you weekly. The other stream of income that the company gives you is a $50 commission, which is paid one time for every single person that you personally introduce as an affiliate, okay? So there is 2 ways that you can earn. You have your residual, which is based off of your total numbers of people that you've helped indirectly and directly. and you have your commission, which is based on your personal efforts. Okay, is that clear so far, guys? Does that make sense? Any questions about this compensation plan?
No.
All good? Okay, lovely. Now, when I talk about residual income and it being a reflection of your collective effort, right? What I mean is I can introduce 10 people, right? Let's say I've got a healthy power leg and I introduce 10. Okay, and I'm now an influencer 500, right? So say since hitting apprentice, I've introduced 9 more people. I've now got 10. I'm now an influencer 500. I will be a 500, right? But equally, let's say if I introduce 5 and one of my 5 was Atlanta and Atlanta came and Atlanta introduced 5, that now still collectively makes 10 for me. So I'm still a 500. I only did half of that work. Atlanta did the other half, but I'm a 500 because she's in my team, right? Equally, let's say that Atlanta is the person who's going 500. Let's say she does 5, right? And I'm her upline. And I enroll 5 and I place them under her in that leg. Atlanta's a 500. She didn't do all the work herself. I did some, she did some. She's still a 500, right? So in this business, it is not a single person effort. You will be helped by the people that came before you. But equally,
I didn't know it could work like that.
oh yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, that's why most times you're only building one leg anyway, because this leg is normally done by your upline, right? So again, like I said, if you're not placed that way, we'll have a look and see where you're placed and we can figure it out. But for most cases, one line is done simply because your upline has done it. The other line you do, but you're helped by people above and people below, right? And for each of you, at the end of this call, I'm going to touch on something that I'm going to start doing to help you with your leg that you are focusing on. Okay, so you guys are going to receive help from me personally in the leg that you are building. Okay, so stay till the end of the call and I will explain exactly how I'm going to help you with that. But this, guys, is one of the most lucrative compensation plans that I have seen in my experience in 5 years, right? This is actually so lucrative that there are 2 other companies currently competing with Economy. They're failing miserably, but they're trying to compete with Economy in the same space. And they have changed their compensation plan to match ours recently. Okay, so do not think this is any small thing that you guys are not in the right opportunity, the right place. You are in the place with the most lucrative compensation plan out of any other company right now. You will get paid the most for doing the least work right now. Okay, so this is something that is an actual gold mine for you. Do not sleep on it. Do not think of it as hard, as difficult. It is not difficult. There is a system by which you get to these numbers. Okay, now the goal for each of you should be to get yourself to a position where you are at least a prodigy 3K. 3K in dollars is a wage that most people can live on. You may not choose to. You may still choose to work at that time. That's fine. It's up to you. But that is a wage that most people can live on. And once you're at a 3K level, that is the first level at which leadership starts. That's the first level at which you are developed enough now to start to grow and to duplicate properly into a massive organization. Generally speaking, the icons at icon 100s, if someone gets to 3K, it's a dead cert that person is going icon. If you can get yourself to 3K, it's a dead cert you're going icon. Unless you quit on yourself, which is just crazy. But at that point, the work doesn't change. You will get to icon. Do you see what I mean? So make your aim 3K, 75 people. If you can do that, you're sorted. You've done it, right? Safwan, what's the meaning of volume? So every package attracts volume. So every elite pack is 99 in terms of volume. I think the gold pack is something like 198 in terms of volume. So they add it up in terms of volume per package, which is per active customer. To break it down and make it easy, we just go by the numbers. Because if you go by the numbers, you don't have to worry about the volume. The volume sorts itself, okay? The reason they have a volume thing is because, for example, let's say if I introduced 3 people, or let's say I introduced 4 people, right? I need 4 personally enrolled to be a 5K. Let's say I've introduced 4 people. And that's all I do. I just introduce 4 people. And I let my upline do the whole of one leg, and I let all of my downlines, my 4 people, do all of the other leg. The company is not going to let me hit 5K. Okay, what they will do is they will limit and say, okay, you have to do a proportion of this volume yourself. You can't get all the way just basically because you signed up 4 people and they're all doing all the work. You can't do that. So they make it fair, okay? So when it comes to volume, there are certain rules where it's like, you can't have more than 70% of volume by more than however many people. You have to have done a proportion yourself and that. But for the most part, it won't play out like that. You will do enough to qualify for every rank. So you don't really need to worry about the volume. Just focus on the numbers. Okay. Any other questions about the comp plan? We good? Okay, let's move on. So we're on to the what. What does being an affiliate mean? Okay, people always get confused about what it means to be an affiliate, and most people actually think it's something scary. They get scared by by who they anticipate they have to be an affiliate. As an affiliate, you are just the best signposter. You don't need to know how to trade. You don't need to be the best trader. You don't need to know how to do what Abdullah does on his live sessions. You don't need to know that. You just need to know where to direct somebody so they can find the information that they need to be able to learn something. That's it, right? It's like working in a retail shop and you work, let's say you work in like a department store, right? Someone says, oh, do you know how I can get to the homeware section? You go, oh yeah, you go that way, you turn left, there's homeware. You don't need to know how to work everything in the homeware section. You don't need to know the cost of everything in a homeware section. You just need to know how to point the person over there so they can go and find out for themselves, right? That's all you're doing, just signposting. Okay, you don't need to know everything about everything, but you need to know how to direct the person to find the info. So really, what you do need to do is get good at system knowledge. You need to know the layout of Discord and what's in each subchannel. You need to know what happens on a new members call. What is a person going to find out if they're on the new members call? You need to know what's in the launch document. What is in there? What if a person needs to find something, what is in the launch document that's where they go to look at it, right? Or Manara training, or Abdullah's session. How do they find out how to get on Abdullah's session? Oh, they go to the M&S guidelines subchannel. You don't need to tell them how to get on the session. You just tell them go and look at the M&S guidelines subchannel. It's going to tell you everything you need. Okay? So don't overcomplicate what you have to do. It's not hard. It's just knowing where stuff is and going, it's over there, it's over there, it's over there, it's over there. That's it. All right. Over time, your own experience will become better. As you progress in your trading journey, your personal experience of how to do certain things will become better. And that's when that can now be leveraged, but it's not dependent on that. Because again, I became an affiliate in my first company when I was 3 weeks in. I knew nothing about trading. I'd never traded before. I'd never done affiliate marketing before. But here I am. Right? So everything I've done, I've learned along the way. You don't have to know everything. You just need to know how to direct someone. That's basically it. Okay? Oh, become an advocate of the VTG economy system. So as an affiliate, you are an advocate of the system, right? When I say an advocate of the system, what I mean is you represent the VTG community, the standards we uphold, what we stand for, what we aim to do, and its exclusive membership at all times. Because guys, being in VTG is an exclusive membership. Do you know people have been kicked out of VTG? Active paying customers have been kicked out of VTG. Because if they don't align with what we're doing, why are they here? Right? When you register with Economy, if you can go on Economy's website and register with them. You'll get access to Manara, you'll get access to the ECA, you get access to the live sessions. That's it. You go and find your own broker, you go sort out your own you go plan your own journey, right? You get access to Solex, follow who you want to follow. You have no guidance whatsoever if you subscribe directly to Economy. VTG is a benefit. VTG is a plus. With VTG, you get structure, you get trainings, right? You get risk management, you get help, you get someone to talk to, someone to answer your questions. That is a benefit that doesn't come with your Economy subscription. So people need to recognize that, and you guys need to be proud of that, right? You're part of an exclusive community where you actually help people. You're not just here to sign them up and plug them into Economy's website. We give so much more. Discord doesn't come with Economy, right? With Economy, you get one updates channel that just gives you messages. There's no talking in that channel. That's it, right? We give most of the value that a customer actually gets when they sign with Economy. We do that. You guys do that. So that's something to be proud of. And that's what you represent as an affiliate of the company, okay? You want to become skilled enough to help people thrive as customers and affiliates in your team, okay? So again, you don't need to know how to trade. You don't need to know all that stuff, but you need to know how to adequately help them And if there's something you don't know, you need to know who you can refer them to, that person can help. Okay. So for example, let's say Anik, you sign someone and there's something you don't know. They ask you a question you don't know. You can come to me and say, Nicola, I've got a customer. So they've just asked me this. What's the information? What do I need to tell them? And I will give you the information. You give it back to them. They still get what they need. Do you see what I mean? But you need to be connected enough and on the ball enough to know who to ask for what. Where do you go to get the information for them? Right? That's being an affiliate. Okay. Key resources. This is something that is really, really, really important. I want you guys to write this down. Okay. We are all in the affiliate WhatsApp group. Okay. In that WhatsApp group, resources are often shared, whether it's documents, whether it's videos, whether it's trainings, whether it's information, whether it's the blasted EA coupon code, right? Things are shared in that group all the time. Write them down, save them, create a little WhatsApp group for yourself. Like you can actually, so this is something that is actually very helpful, right? Create a WhatsApp group with one other person, right? You can even do it with me. Add me to a group, create a new one, then remove me from the group. You now have a place which is like an empty chat. You can send stuff there and it's just saved for you. When I have a new customer sign in, I've got a chat that's called economy documents or economy content. Everything's in there. The launch document, the launch video, the Quo Markets link, my registration link is in there. I just go in that thing and forward it to them instantly. I'm not faffing around trying to find stuff. I have another group that is called affiliate documents. Anything that is posted in that group, I forward it to an empty chat with myself and it's just saved there. So I know where to find stuff, right? You shouldn't have to be coming back to the group all the time going, oh, does anyone know where that thing is? Where's this? Where's that? Save it, star it, put it somewhere where you're going to remember, right? Be organized. That's the key. That's the principle. Be organized. Yeah. Another thing is, as an advocate and as a leader, engage in the affiliate group chat. Keep yourself updated. Don't just let days pass where you haven't checked the messages. If you've missed stuff, go back, check everything. Keep yourself updated, right? There is a saying that is, mind the business that pays you. Mind the business that pays you, right? And what I mean by that is there are many things that you can be minding, many things that you can be paying attention to, but not all of it pays you, right? How many of you know why Diddy is being associated with baby oil? Any of you? Do you guys know the association between P. Diddy and baby oil? Right? I see Sabrina nodding.
Not the baby oil. Right?
Haley's like, yeah, right? Why do you know that? How is that important in your life, right? How many of you are subscribed to Shade Borough on Instagram? Right? I don't follow Shade Borough. Okay, I don't know. Like, I know there is an association between Diddy and baby oil. For the life of me, I don't know what it is. Okay, I don't know. So I know that Kalani's having an issue with her daughter. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know what's going on. And I don't want to know because it's not paying me. It's not important. I see Anik laughing. Why are you laughing? Okay? Mind the business that pays you. Of all the
I always see this stuff on Instagram and TikTok and I always scroll past. I don't want to know either.
This is the thing, right? What you want to do is understand that what you put your attention on is what you're going to focus on. So if some stuff is just a distraction, tune it out. Get rid of it, you know? Because at the end of the day, I'm here to get paid. I'm here to get paid and I'm impatient about it. Like people think, oh, you're so patient. You've got 5 years to go. Listen, I'm impatient. I ain't got no time to waste. I've got goals to hit. I've got things to do. You know, I don't have the time to be worrying about Diddy and his baby oil and his parties. I don't care enough. I wasn't invited. It's not nothing to do with me. You know, let me focus on what's paying me. Please, because he's made his millions from whatever he's doing, right? I need to get paid now. I need to make my millions too. So let me focus on the group that is going to give me the most money. The affiliate WhatsApp group chat and the Discord. That's my money right there. That's my baby oil right there. Yeah, that's what I care about. Okay, so focus on what is going to actually pay you. Okay, so the other thing is, as an advocate, you are a leader. Be prepared to help everybody. Okay, you guys will notice I don't just help the people I personally enroll. I help my cross lines, my side lines, my up lines. I help people in other teams. I've done trainings for people in other teams. Help everyone, serve. right? They say service to many leads to greatness. That's how you get paid. Every great business, how do they get paid? Because they serve the most amount of customers. That's why they're so massive. Amazon is Amazon because Amazon serves everybody. Say which bit again? Service to many leads to greatness. Yeah, that's the one, Gareth, I got you. Service to many leads to greatness, okay? The more people you help, the more good credit you build up, right? But also, it's not even about good credit because you're not doing it for clout, but you're also doing it because it's part of what makes our system better, right? Put it this way, where would VTG be if someone wasn't doing a Manara advanced training, right? If someone wasn't doing Manara training, shout out to Missy. If someone wasn't doing a new members call, if someone wasn't doing Transformation Tuesday every week, if someone wasn't there to produce a new video every time we updated something, if no one was doing this stuff, where would we be? We wouldn't be half as good as we are, right? We'd all be in the dark, exactly. If people were not sending the V trades, where would we be, right? It's a collective, it's a team effort. So we all have to be prepared to pitch in. If someone asks a question and you know the answer, help them out, right? Learn, improve, get better, upskill all the time, okay? That's how we win as a collective. We're not one all over the place. We work together and together everyone achieves more, right? Team, hey, okay? So definitely want to do that. And the next thing is lead by example, okay? What you need to realize is when you become a leader, even if you've only just shared with one person, you're still a leader to that one person because they've joined off the back of, they've seen something in what you've said or what you've introduced. They've seen value, right? So if they come in, how they see you operating is how they're going to operate, right? Imagine coming into somewhere and you're following the person who you've joined with, and everybody knows who they are, right? Imagine walking into a physical room and someone's invited you to a party and they walk into that party and everybody knows them. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, Gareth, hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, Gareth, oh, that's Gareth. Oh my God. The person that came with Gareth is going to be like, whoa, Gareth's a boss up in here. Like, I need to stick close to Gareth. Gareth's that guy, right? But if Gareth walks into the room and not a single person knows who Gareth is, Gareth's told everyone about this amazing VTG and how the leadership of this, and but Gareth walks in and nobody don't even know who Gareth is. The person's gonna be like, rah. Okay, thanks, Gareth. You know what I mean? Like you need to understand that building up your reputation in VTG, having people know who you are because you add value is important, because when people come in, they also now receive that impression of you. They go, yes, I made the right decision because this person that I've joined with, they're equally valued inside their community as well. Do you see what I mean? So little things like this you don't think about actually have a big impact on how your business is going to grow. And it also sets a precedent for your new people when they come in, because they're going to follow what you do. If they see you every day saying, hey guys, you know, this is happening today, updating people, helping people, they're going to follow that lead. If they see you just being silent, they'll be silent too. And then you'll wonder why your team is dead and no one talks, because they're following your lead, right? So you need to be that person that's proactively leading by example and being the guide for other people, okay? Any questions about this so far? I told you guys, we're going in today. We're going in. We are going in. We all good? Okay. Next one. How do I become a well-paid affiliate? This has got to be the burning question for every single one of you, because all of you are going to want to know how to become a well-paid affiliate. Okay. Firstly, a well-trained team is a well-paid team. Okay. I can't expect you guys to know what to do if I don't train you on what to do. If I just have you guys doing whatever, running helter-skelter, doing whatever the heck you want to do, how can I expect you to be well-paid? You're not going to, because you're not well-trained. Right? Duplicate your mentor in action and in attitude. There's two sides, not just duplicate what they do. Duplicate their attitude to what they do, their approach to what they do, their thinking about what they do. Because it's not just the action that creates the results. It's the attitude to it that produces the action, which also creates the results. Okay? So let's talk about action first. Let's talk about the practical steps of what you guys need to know, okay? First of all, schedule the calls that you must attend. If you know that there is an affiliate call coming up, put it in your schedule. If you know that there is Transformation Tuesday, put it in your schedule. If you know that something is happening where you should be there, don't forget about it. Schedule it. Show up. Be there. Right? You guys are on this call. Most of you, yeah, you're doing really well actually in terms of attendance. You guys are doing amazingly. But you have to be prepared to do that. Don't think, oh, there's a call happening. What? That's like a major company update happening in your place of work and you're not there. And you're claiming to be part of the corporate team. How are you not there? How did you not know about it? Where were you? What were you doing? Right? This is your business. You need to know about your business. You don't want to ever miss a meeting that you have to be at, okay? Think about what you may need to know. So for example, if you know, let's be frank, I haven't got a clue about, you know, where to find the ECAs. You need to go make sure you know how to find the ECAs. Because someone's going to come into your team and go, oh, I want to do Manara. Now, you may personally not be interested in Manara, but they might be interested in Manara. And you can't say to them, oh, no, I can't help you do Manara or access Manara because I don't even know where to find the ECAs for you to do that before Manara, so you can't do Manara. That's not going to fly. That's not going to work. You have to know even the bits that you personally don't need to know so that you can tell them. Okay, so think about what it is you don't know in our system. Right? Go through the launch document, go through the launch video, go through the Discord and be like, actually, I didn't even know that was here. Like if I say to you guys, what time is new members call? There shouldn't be a single person on here that doesn't know what time new members call is. Why? Because you're going to put your new member on the new members call. So how can you not know when the new members call is? What are you going to tell them to do? Right? These are things you have to know. Think about it. What would you need to know to help somebody else know it? You have to fill these gaps in. You have to really upskill on this, okay? The next thing is be proactive. Your mentor is here to support you and to guide you. They're not here to do your job for you. And they're not here to force you to do your job either. Okay? So for example, if you don't know something that you can easily find out, there is no point in asking me. I'm not even joking. There's no point in ever asking me what time a certain call is on if there is a whole weekly schedule sub-channel in Discord for you to look at. Why are you asking me? Go and look so that you can tell the person you need to tell. I'm not here to do your job for you. I'm not here to give you the quick answer when you can take a little bit of effort and go and find it yourself. There's no point in asking me that because I will refer you to the weekly sub-channel so you can go and find out. That's what I will do. I'm not going to tell you. And you may think, oh, that's harsh. You could have just told me. Okay, but you could have just done it yourself. Because when you're taking time away from me, that's time you're taking from somebody else. Right? So be responsible for yourself. Okay? Equally, no one's here to force you. If you come to me for a game plan and I give you a game plan and you don't do it, don't think I'm coming to your house to make you do it. I'm not. You just won't get paid. It's simple. I'm not here to force you. This is optional. This is a choice. Right? Mentorship is crucially important to your success. Do not waste your mentor's time. Because like I said, you're wasting everyone else's time as well. If I have to be on the phone with you repeatedly talking about the same thing, guess what I'm not doing? Helping somebody else that needs to hear it for the first time. So they can run and get it done. We can't be doing that. Because equally, you don't want to do that. Right? Anything that I do that is a waste of time, you don't want someone to do that to you because one day you'd hope to be a 5K. One day you'd hope to be going icon, which means you're going to have a team of people that are going to be coming to you for questions. You're not going to want to repeat yourself 10 times. Right? So what we're doing is duplicating here. I'm trying to create the system in the most effective and efficient way so that when you guys are where I am, it's effective and efficient for you too, because we've put that in place, right? If I start acting ineffective, spending 3 hours on a Zoom call with one person, 2 hours on a phone call with another person, what are you guys going to be doing? We can't do that. It's not going to work, right? Jason doesn't have that. He's not doing that. Like I've never been able to get that kind of time. Right? So we've got to be effective and efficient with it. Okay? Now this is key. Every conversation that you have with your mentor, or to be honest, anyone that is earning more than you in residual income. Okay? Because people grow to the ranks. They don't just have the money. They grow to the rank. Yeah? Money works like a measure, like it's like a barometer. You will only have as much money as you are skilled enough to keep. That's why most people, you give them £1 million, give it a few months, a year, they'll be back where they are if they haven't upskilled enough to keep the money. Because money is just a reflection of your ability to make it, retain it, and grow it. That's all it is. Your bank balance, your earning capacity is a reflection of your ability to make that money, retain the money, and grow the money. If you're not good at growing it, it will stay stagnant. If you're not good at retaining it, it will drop backwards. If you're not good at making it, you won't have much. So that's all it is. So whenever someone is ranked higher than you, it's because they are skilled better than you at certain things. So there is always something to learn from people who are higher ranked than you. That's not to say you can't learn things from people who are the same rank or a lower rank. But definitely when you're speaking to someone who is, let's say you're a 900 and there's a 1500 or a 3K or 5K or an icon in the room, you want to be listening, you want to be taking notes. Because they know something you don't know. You can learn something, okay? But especially if you're speaking to your mentor and you're having a conversation about something in particular, take notes. Be on the phone taking notes, right? If you ask them a question, don't remember the answer in your head. Write it down so that you remember it, because that way you're not going to have to ask them again, because you don't want to go and ask your mentor, I know we had this conversation 2 weeks ago, can we have it again, please? What? That's wasting time, right? Write it down, take notes so you don't have to ask again. That avoids mental laziness, right? The other thing that you want to definitely be doing is self-analyzing, okay? Check your coachability level. There are different levels of coachability, and Jason touched on this in one of the calls we had previously, but there's also 3 types of coachability, like a scale, okay? You want to be able to check off all 3 types of coachability. So number 1 is, are you doing what you have been taught to do? First of all, yes or no, right? If you are doing what you've been taught to do, are you doing it in the way that you have been taught to do it? Or are you doing it your own way, right? If you are doing what you've been taught to do in the way that you've been taught to do it, are you doing it as consistently as you've been taught to do it? Because if you fail on any one of these 3 things, it will destroy your results, okay? So you want to always check this. I've been told to do X. Am I doing it the way Jason told me? Am I doing it at all? And if he's told me to do it a certain way, am I doing it as frequently or as consistently as he's told me to do it? Because until I'm doing it like that, I can't complain about lack of results, right? There's no point in doing something the wrong way or not doing it enough or not doing it at all and then complaining about your results. That's illogical. It doesn't make any sense, right? So check your coachability level. And then the final thing in terms of action to be a well-paid affiliate is be organized. Like I've said, I'm going to keep saying this, be organized, use a diary, use a calendar. I don't think anyone on this call has done it, but I've had people book 3-way calls with me and then forget about the 3-way call they've booked. Like, what the heck? That's like hosting a dinner party. The chef comes to your house, the guest comes to your house, and you're not home. What are you doing? It's not making any sense. You can't grow a business like that. If you've organized the call for your prospect to speak to your mentor, you have to remember. No one should be chasing you about that call. You should know when that call is. What are you doing? Right? We have to run it like a business. Okay, this is very, very simple stuff, guys. But this is crucial. If you get this right, you just have the right foundation. Okay? So the next one, how to become a well-paid affiliate. This is to do with the attitude now. Remember, we said you have to duplicate your mentor in action, which is the work, but then also in attitude, which is the mental work, right? You are always in a battle with yourself. There is current you that has current use results, current use bank balance, current use work ethic, current use habits, current use inclinations, and then there's future you. There's wealthy you. There's financially free you. They have different bank balance, different work ethic, different thinking, different results. You are always fighting against that future you, okay? You want to be in the mindset of future you more than you are in the mindset of current you, because current you don't know what they're doing. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm saying it to me as well. For me to get to icon 15, icon 25, current me ain't good enough. Current me ain't got a clue. Otherwise, I'd be there. So current me has to be coachable. and has to understand that the way I feel about things and the way I might want to do things may not be the best way. And if it was, I would already have the result. If I don't have the result, it's not the best way, right? Think about it like this, guys. We assume that we've gone through our life making the best possible decisions, yeah? Have you guys always tried to make the best decisions for yourself? Has anyone purposely gone through life deliberately making bad decisions? Or have you always actually tried to do the best decision? Thumbs up for the best decision? Have we always tried to do the best thing? Yeah, when no one's trying to sabotage themselves, right? We always try to do good things, right? Now, I want to humble you all and humble myself. Your best way of thinking has got you where you are. If you're not happy with where you are, your best ain't good enough. Your current best, not to say it can't get good enough, but your current best isn't good enough. It can't be, because it's brought you to where you are. So whatever you're unhappy with, that is a result of your best thinking. It's just facts, right? That's just how it is, okay? So mentorship and the attitude towards mentorship is allowing yourself to delegate that decision making when it comes to finances and making money, okay? You might be an absolute boss when it comes to relationships, right? You might have the guys on lock, the girls on lock, whatever. So maybe you're not trying to take relationship advice here. That's fine, right? You do your thing. But when it comes to finances, if you want to earn more, and there are people who make different decisions and they earn more, you need to delegate. You need to release the responsibility for making certain decisions over to seeing someone else's way of thinking and doing that instead, right? And that's simply just logic. It's not to say that you give us control of your bank accounts, your PIN numbers, we stop you from spending, you're not shopping. No, we're not doing that. Okay, you do what you want to do. We're just saying when it comes to the approach to doing certain things and the way that we do it, that's what yields the results, okay? So allow yourself to delegate that. Stop relying on your own thinking, okay? Submit to the process of change. This will not work if you resist. If you expect it to be a battle between yourself and your mentor, they're trying to help you and you've got 10 reasons why what they're saying won't work. We're not going to do, this isn't going to work, okay? Because they're trying to help you. Your interest is their interest. Your back office is their back office. They're not going to tell you anything that is going to make you lose money like that. They're not going to do that. None of us are going to do that. We all want each other to win. We have a vested interest in seeing you win, right? But if we say do it A, B, C, and you're like, but D, E, F, G, H, I, A, Q, Y, Z, X, Y, we're going to be like, fine, do it that way. You're not going to get the results, but go ahead. You know what I mean? We're not here to fight you on it, right? There's no point. What are we fighting for? Okay, so if you're going to keep resisting and keep fighting back, you get to keep your current lifestyle. Have it. Cool, no problem. Okay, we're not doing it with you, so it's fine, right? Learn to, oh, this is a key. Guys, write this one down. This one is key. Okay, pens out. Reframe challenges and problems, right? I can't stress this enough. Challenges, problems, fears, insecurities, these are gifts. These are presents. Inside every challenge, inside every problem is you getting better. Neatly wrapped up in frustration and anxiety and I can't do it is the gift of you being able to get better. Because all a challenge is or a problem is something waiting to be solved. And by default, when you solve it, you learn. The minute you learn something, you are better than you were before that problem happened because you now know more than before that problem happened. So problem by problem by problem is how you're going to develop. When times are easy, there's nothing to grow from that. There's nothing to learn from that. I mean, we love it when times are easy, but you're not learning much. In the difficulty is where you get strong. In the challenge is where you get good. That's where the growth comes from. That's where the money is. That is where the money is. Every single thing you come across a problem and you have to solve it, you're getting richer. Something you didn't know that now you know, you're getting richer. Something you just solved that you couldn't do before, you're getting richer. That is how you grow. That is how you get to these ranks. You solve problem after problem after problem after problem. Oh, I can't motivate my team to do anything. You solve that, you're going to get richer. Oh, I don't know how to get people to sign up with me. Oh, you solve that, you get richer. Oh, my TikToks are not going viral. Post consistently, your TikToks go viral. Guess what? You're getting richer. Every single problem is an opportunity for you to get richer. Stop running away from the problems. Stop trying to avoid the work that create the problems. Go towards the problem. You see a problem? Brilliant. Let's go. Bring it on. I'm about to get richer. When I'm presented with something that is a problem or a challenge to me, I'm excited because I know every single thing that I didn't know that I learned is me getting richer. I went to the Dubai event, guys, and I'm telling you, I will sit through 3-4 days of an event, a lot of which I've heard before. I take the same notes that I've taken maybe 3, 4, 5 times before. But then there will be that one bar, that one sentence, that one bit of information that I didn't have. And it's like, bingo, ka-ching, that's the one. That's the nugget I came for. That's what I paid thousands of dollars to fly across the world to Dubai to hear. That one thing, that's what I wanted. I get excited about that. I will have a whole book full of notes. And there might be 5 things in those notes, and that's what's going to make me richer. That's what I'm looking for. The stuff I can do, I can do. I'm not fussed about that. It's the stuff I can't do. That's what I'm trying to get for. That's what I'm trying to move forward with. That's what I'm trying to develop. Right? So learn to accept and embrace the problems. Anything that scares you, anything that you think I'm not good enough to do that, anything you think I'm going to struggle with that, excellent. This is your opportunity to grow. This is your opportunity to get paid. Right here is where you're about to get richer. Okay? If you can reset your mind to approach things like that, you are going to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. People get paid for solving problems. That's all they do. Right? Uber gets paid for solving problems. Amazon gets paid for solving problems. Deliveroo gets paid for solving problems. That's all these companies do. They solve problems. Solve the most problems, make the most money. That's it. Right? Are you guys with me so far? Drop a 7 in the chat if you're with me, or give me a thumbs up. Okay? Is this valuable so far, guys? Or have I wasted my time here? Is this good stuff? Yeah?
Valuable. No wasting.
You never waste your time.
Good stuff.
Come on.
Excellent. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. Right. So next thing, be quick to identify your own areas of weakness. Okay. Because all of us should be self-analyzing. We should all know the stuff that we're not doing properly. We should all know the stuff where we can improve. We should all know what we're not really being good at and what we're not being diligent in. You don't need someone to tell you that. We're all adults. We're not children. Okay, this is not school where someone's going to tell you that you need to get better at this and you don't know. We all know. Okay, so be quick to identify those areas. Those are the areas that you go and message your mentor and be like, listen, this is where I want to get better at. How do I get better at this? I need to learn more about that. How do I learn more about this? I want to get confident at that. What do I do with it? Like, bring the problems so that we can solve them. Okay, don't run away and try and hide the weaknesses. No, expose them so we can get rid of them. Okay. Now, another thing, you will feel fear. If you go all the way from where you are to financially free and you never feel scared, something was very seriously wrong. You should feel scared. You will feel scared because you're going to come out of your comfort zone. There are going to be things that you are approached to do. Nothing illegal or immoral, no baby oil. No one's talking about that. Okay? There's just going to be things in the journey that you want to get good at and you're scared because you've never done it before or you don't feel confident. Fear is normal. You are going to feel fear, right? You're not a bad affiliate because you feel fear. You're not someone who can't do it because you feel fear. It's normal. The key is, what are you going to do now that you feel the fear? If you back off and run back to your comfort zone, such is life. You will remain as you are. But if you work with your mentor to break down the fear, to get through the situation, to get through the task that you have to do, to learn the skill, to get your confidence, that's something you won't have to fear anymore. You're getting richer. You've overcome a problem. Okay, so don't be scared of feeling fear. Understand why you feel the fear. Understand what to do when you feel the fear and move forward past the fear. Okay, communicate with your mentors, seek guidance, but then be prepared to follow the guidance. Right? One thing I want you guys to do is have a healthy distrust of your own emotions. That's not to say you bottle things up and pretend like they don't exist. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when you feel a certain way, remember it's current self versus future self. If current self is creating emotions to try and protect you, to try and stop you moving forward because you're scared, it's going to jeopardize future self. So future self has to pop up and be like, yo, hey, current self, we're not doing that. We're trying to get over here. Stop that. You have to start to distrust your own emotions and your own instincts because they're designed to keep you safe. They're designed to keep you in your bubble, right? Be skeptical of any instinct that tries to pull you away from your goal, because you're going to have instincts that pull you towards your goal, but you're going to have some that pull you away, right? Oh, post 3 TikToks. Oh, I'm not a social media person. Okay, don't post the TikToks. You won't make the money. Current self versus future self. Oh, I'm not tech savvy. Okay, don't learn how to use tech then. Because there's a solution. You can learn how to use tech. You can go from not being a tech person to being a tech person. That's not a problem, right? You can go from not being a social media person to being a social media person. That's not a problem. But if you're gonna say I'm not a tech person, I'm not a social media person, and that's your get out of jail free card, fine, keep your income. Stay where you are, no problem. I'm not here to force you. Do you understand? The two things can't work at the same time. You can't say I want to be financially free, but I don't want to change. It's not going to happen. You have to change. That's the only way you get to be financially free. You have to change, right? As a mentor, I'm not here to be your best friend. I can be, but my priority is not to make you feel like it's all hugs and hearts and roses. That's not my job here. My job is to make you money. My job is to challenge your thinking. My job is to get you to your goal. You may hate me at certain times for doing that. We may have a phone call and I tell you some harsh truths about yourself, and you may be like, oh, Nicola, man, she's a cow. She's, I don't know who she's talking to. Right, whatever. But if you end up a millionaire, you're going to thank me when you get there, right? If I had to be a cow and all this stuff to get there, cool, whatever. As long as you get there, that's calm. I don't care, right? We'll make it up at the other end, okay? But my job here is to challenge your thinking. And as long as I stay ahead of you guys, which I'm working on myself to do, I'm going icon 15, I'm going 25. I'm keeping that gap so that you guys can grow up with me. If I stay stuck at 5K and you guys pass me, don't bother listening to me. Just skip right ahead and go listen to Jason. Okay, just forget me. Okay, go and listen to Jason. All right, but my goal is to keep moving so that I can keep helping you and keep pulling you guys up as well, so you guys can grow. Yeah, they call it the law of the lid. Right? If I don't grow, you guys can't grow past me because you're only going to get my best. But if I keep getting better, I can give you more and more and more so that you guys can keep getting better. Right? So that's my job. That's what I'm going to do with you guys. Okay? I'm here to challenge you. We think logically, not emotionally. Money does not work with emotion. Money and emotions don't mix. Okay? Money and emotions don't mix. Money and emotions is why the billionaire, the law of the lid, Safwan, lid, like the cover, the lid, yeah? That's why the millionaire will marry the pretty girl and have no prenup. She a gold digger, right? But he loves her. She makes him feel alive again. She makes me feel young. Yeah, now she's got all your millions, bro, right? Money and emotions don't mix. If you want to make money, get rid of the emotions. Think logically. Okay, two different ball games. I'm not here to be emotional with you. I can listen, I can understand, I can commiserate, I can sympathize, I can empathize. And then I'm going to advise and we're going to get back to work. Okay, that's the approach. Affirmations are also very useful for countering your fears and insecurities. Anything that you think you're not, start affirming that you are. Anything that you want to be more of, start affirming that you are more of. Anything you want to see in your business, start affirming is already there. Right? Your TikToks are not going viral. I'm so happy and grateful now that my TikToks go viral. I'm so happy and grateful now that people come to me from TikTok. I'm so happy and grateful now that customers want to work with me from TikTok. I'm so happy that my TikToks are earning over 100K views every single time I post. I'm so happy I always have a full inbox, people wanting to join my business. Right? I don't feel confident on TikTok. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm confident. I'm a boss. I'm confident when I speak. People listen when I speak. I have impact when I speak. I have influence when I speak. People join me because of what they heard me say. People want to meet me. People want to work with me. People want to make money with me. Guys, these are affirmations I was saying when I was not confident, when I was not on social media, when I was earning $150 a month, $500 a month. These are the affirmations that I was speaking. I have leaders coming worldwide to my business. I have hundreds of people messaging me wanting to join my business. I said that before there was even TikTok. Back in the day, we used the most of social media we had was Instagram. And you had to personally DM people on Instagram and hope that they would reply. And I was speaking. People come to me on social media. Leaders find me on social media. People join my business from social media. Now, every day without fail, I have inbox, people messaging me, and I didn't even post a TikTok. The last TikTok I posted was maybe a month ago. That thing is at 471K views right now, and it's still going. I haven't posted in time. When I was away, I was getting messages. When can I join your business? When can we have a call? When can we do? Speak what you want to see, and it will happen. Affirmations are so powerful. You can spend your whole life not doing them, being skeptical, but try and spend 1 year doing them and see what happens. And I'll let you make your decision after you've done 1 year. Because I guarantee you won't want to stop speaking after that. You'll keep speaking. You'll find better things to speak about, right? So let's move on. Any questions about this so far? Action and attitude. Any questions about the actions required to be an affiliate and the attitudes? We're good? Okay, cool. Let's move on. When am I open for business? Every dang day. They say success is a landlord and rent is due every day. The day you're sleeping on your business is the day you're not trying to make no money. This is entrepreneurship, guys. Entrepreneurship is not simple. Entrepreneurship is not an on and off switch. Entrepreneurship is every day. Doesn't mean it has to take up all your time every day. It doesn't. But consistency is key. Okay? It has to be predictable. Like, no one is going to go to a supermarket where they're open 1 hour on Monday and they're not open on Tuesday, and then Wednesday they might open at lunchtime, and then Thursday they might open for half an hour in the evening, and Friday, who knows? No one's going to that shop because you don't want to waste your time and it might not even be open. We value consistency, right? We value consistency. Supermarket is open 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. On Sundays, what is it, 11 p.m. to 5 p.m. We know that. We can bank on that. We can run a business based on that. Consistency, right? You have to show up for your business. You have to show up for your customers. You have to show up for the group. You have to show up for the team. You have to show up for yourself every day. I don't know when the last time I had a day off. Even when I was away, guys, I was still messaging and responding to messages. It doesn't stop. You can respond from a beach. It's not a problem. You can respond from a Rolls Royce. Jason was in a Rolls Royce. You can respond from there too. Not a problem. Okay. You can respond from your bed if you want to. Not a problem. But you have to show up. Okay. You have to show up. Prioritize and sacrifice. These are two very, very important things that you want to get to implement right now. There are going to be certain things that are already in your life that you can't get rid of, and that's fine. But you must prioritize. Yeah. Have an order of importance. What has to get done in your business? What is the most important thing that if you do one thing today in your business, you must do? That's important. Get that done. There may be some things that you're doing where actually that needs to take a back seat right now. Scrolling on TikTok late at night for no purpose, that has to go. So that I can get an hour extra work in, or so I can get an hour extra sleep, so I can get up an hour earlier, whatever. Start to sacrifice, start to prioritize. Okay? Your business is a reflection of what you want now versus what you want most. Okay? You guys will be on this call telling me you want to go 3K, you want to go icon, you want to go this, you want to go that. That's what you want most. That's what you say you want most. But then on a day-to-day, is that being superseded by what you want now? I know I'm meant to do this today, but what I want to do right now is sleep. I know I'm meant to do that call today, but what I want to do right now is chat with my friend. If you keep letting what you want now win, you will only have what you have now. You're not going to have what you want most. You'll never have it. Okay? Use an operating rhythm to help you. So some of you would have already received the operating rhythm, which is like the schedule. If you don't have it and you want it, it's like a template of how you can break down 24 hours of every single day. And what you do is you plan your non-negotiables. So your work time, your family time, your meal time, your prep time, your gym time, your prayer time, whatever. You put in all those things that can't be moved. And then what happens is you see space. And in the space is where you plan how you're going to do your business. You fit it in. And then all you do is you follow that schedule every day. It makes life so much simpler. Takes away so much stress because you're not worrying about fitting stuff in because you know that everything has its time. Okay, so if you don't have that from me and you want it, let me know. I can send it to you. but that is really key to getting you consistent and for you to prioritize and for you to start to put things in place and that there's structure. Okay. Daily method of operations. I'm going to cover. Oh, question. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying you can send it to me. I'd like that.
No problem. So hang on, Anik and Gareth. Yeah, I'm going to write this down so I don't forget.
And one more thing, Nicola.
Yeah.
All the videos that I've duplicated, can I do them over again?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. So I've got Anik, Gareth, Anthony, and Betty. Yeah, for the schedule. If I forget, please remind me. Just message me. Okay. Cool. Daily method of operations. Safwan as well. Daily method of operation. Oh gosh, here we go. I had the wrong. Anyone else? Anyone else? We good? Me too. We good? Okay, cool. All right. Daily method of operations. I'm going to cover this at the end. The daily method of operations is literally a checklist of what you're meant to do every single day in your business. Okay. Actually, I'm saying that. Let me see if we can cover it now because it would actually make life a lot simpler. What I'm going to do is I'm going to type it up and turn it into a PDF so that you guys can print it off. Okay. Wait, copy. Let me see. Okay, cool. Right. I'm going to go across and we can look at it now. Let me just quickly exit this. Oh, where's it gone? Hang on, guys. Hang on. Okay, brilliant, lovely. Okay, so this is the daily financial freedom habits. Okay, I'm gonna print this off into a PDF format so that you guys can work from it. But this is your daily checklist. This is what you should be doing daily in your business. Okay. So first of all, you always head out your daily financial freedom habit with your goal. Okay. I am so happy and grateful now that whatever your name is, am a whatever rank you want to be by whatever goal. Okay. If we haven't had that conversation to set an actual goal, message me. We can have a conversation. We can actually set a goal for you with a deadline. Every goal has to have a deadline. Otherwise, you don't know what you're working towards. Okay. It has to have a deadline and you have to work to that deadline. Okay. So number one, every morning, every day, read your goals and remember why you're doing this. Okay. Take that time in the morning to go over your goals, write them out, read them out again. Okay. Do your affirmations, whatever affirmations you create for yourself, do them in the morning. Set your day up correctly. Okay. You can't wake up in the morning and then you're in the newspaper, then you're in Shade Borough, then you're doing this and you're arguing with your kids and then you're shouting at your cat. You can't do that and expect to have a good day. Start your day off correctly. Right? Start with your goals, start with your affirmations, set the scene for the day, set the tone. Physical activity. Every day, try and get in 30 minutes of physical activity. This serves two purposes. Number one, your body reacts better and is more productive when it's healthy. Okay, get your blood pumping, get yourself moving. Right? Exercise releases endorphins. Endorphins make you feel good. It reduces stress. There is a hormone in your body, in your bloodstream called cortisol. When you are stressed, it is cortisol that is running through your body. That affects your mood. It affects your behavior. It affects your desire to do things. It affects your motivation. You cannot afford to be sabotaged by a hormone in your body because that makes you emotional. Emotions are not good for business. Emotions are bad for business. We need logic. So clear your head, get your heart pumping, get yourself moving. Half an hour of physical activity minimum every day. Okay. Missy starts her day with Mr. Vibes. All right. We did a boot camp. Missy's still doing Mr. Vibes every morning to this day. Okay. On YouTube. Right. Start your day well. Get yourself healthy. Get yourself moving. All right. Another side note as well, ladies and gents, you will notice if you look at the icons, they are all in shape. This is not me shooting for nobody because I'm talking to myself. I was very much in shape and now I've slacked and I need to get back on it. Right. The icons are all in shape. You can't complain you don't look like Lily Zaremba when you're not doing what Lily Zaremba does. You can't complain you don't look as hench and as buff as Premium Bells when you don't do what Premium Bells does. Get moving. Okay, no one's saying you have to look like not Sylvester Stallone. That's a really bad example because that guy's no longer in shape. Someone that's young and in shape, right? No one's saying you have to look like them. Okay. But you get the gist, right? People are more attracted to you when you look good. And you actually feel better when you look good as well. Okay, so do it for yourself. You're not doing it for everybody else. You're doing it fundamentally for yourself. Okay, your health is your actual true wealth. If you're not here to enjoy the money, what's the point? Okay, look after yourself. Find some way, whether it's tennis, whether it's yoga, whether it's whatever else you want to do, whether it's just even going for a walk, half an hour in the morning. Find a way to boost your physical health, okay? Attempted, Sylvester Stallone, I don't even know why I said that. Attempted 0 to 10, attempted 10 to 30 prospecting messages or conversations, okay? So people that are in your network, if you're in your warm market, these are those people that you should be messaging, okay? Between 10 to 30 every single day, all right? You put here how many you've done out of the 10 to 30. So currently it says 0. You will put in how many you've actually done for the day to make sure you've done it for the day, okay? 3 TikToks. There's no reason that you should be doing less than 3 TikToks, especially if you're not got leads coming in. If you don't have no leads coming in and you're not currently viral, 3 TikToks every day, that's a must. That is the biggest, fastest way to grow your business. And it's a matter of time. Some people go viral within a few days, some people within a few weeks, some people within months. Okay, Liam in our team went to 500 out of his warm market, and he posted consistently on TikTok for 7 whole months without going viral. 7 months. He now has 3 viral TikToks at one time in the space of a week. The breakthrough is coming, okay? Never, ever, ever give up and think it's not going to happen for you. It will happen for you, but you have to put the work in. You have to be consistent, okay? Okay, so 1 reel or post per day. Okay, this is a new thing, actually. It's Claudia, this is from Claudia. Claudia's team do 3 TikToks a day, and they do 2 reels or posts on Instagram every day, okay? Now, you can repurpose a TikTok as a reel. So this is not creating extra work. It's just doing one other thing with the content you've already used and already created, okay? And if you're not sure, feel free to have a conversation with me. I can point you in the direction of what's the best type of content to use. Also, had a conversation with Ryan, who is an Icon 15, okay, in Dubai. He has never gone viral on TikTok, but he gets all of his leads from Instagram by posting reels. So they both work. We found a new way to do this, guys. Okay, so we're always getting the latest information. He gets his leads from reels. Chris as well. Chris Katanos, he uses both TikTok and reels. Christina Becker uses reels. Okay, so there's different ways coming out that we can do this. Okay, 2 to 5 people presented to or exposed to the opportunity. Okay, so 2 to 5 people every day should be seeing a video, should be seeing a presentation, should be coming on a webinar, right? Between 2 to 5, that's your target. Following up with potentials. So if someone's watched a video, let's arrange a 3-way call. Okay, I will do 3-way calls for all of you up until you hit 900 a month. So you don't have to worry about closing people yourself. You don't have to worry about answering questions yourself. You don't have to worry about doing all of that stuff yourself. The minute they've watched a call, watched a presentation or been on a webinar, 3-way call, let's book a date. We're going to jump on the phone and I will have the conversation with them and I will close them and I will get them registered. Okay, I take the hard work off your hands. All right. Promoting team calls, trading sessions, and training calls. Again, this is you working on your existing team. It's all very well bringing in new people, but you got to look after the current ones. Okay, promote. Get your teams on calls. New members call, get your new members on the call. Transformation Tuesday, your whole team should be on the call. Affiliates call, get yourself and your affiliates on the call. Okay, there's a general team call happening, get your people on the call. US 30 live session, get your people who are available on the call. Manara Monday, get them on the call. Promote. Okay? That's how you get people moving. Promote. All of you probably are in my broadcast list, and every day you see me promote some kind of call, right? Whether it's the US 30 call, the Manara Monday, Transformation Tuesday, you will get a message from me. Promote. Okay? Get your people moving. All right? Listen to or read personal development for my mind. It's working on the mindset. Okay, PD is very important. Okay, we have a list of fundamental PDs, which I will send to you guys, that you guys should be working through. Jason sent it some time ago in the group. I'll resend it. We also have PD for skills in network marketing, okay? Because you want to work on your mindset, but you also got to improve your skill set at the same time. You need both. Okay, let me just check the chat, guys. I see What am I going to be posting about? I don't have anybody. Yeah, so Anthony, we're in a different phase. Okay, so with you, we're still in the warm market phase. Those of you who have not yet gone through the warm market phase properly, we're still there. So don't worry about posting online just yet. Okay, this is for when you're fully moving. Okay, so don't worry. I'm gonna work individually with all of you. All right. Social media strategy training. So once you progress past your warm market, now you should be posting 10 stories every day. Your WhatsApp stories, your Instagram stories, your Facebook stories, your TikTok stories, whatever platforms you're using, post 10 stories a day. And it doesn't mean you have to post 10 different things. Like for me, I will post my 10 stories on Instagram and then Instagram saves them. I just send the same things to my WhatsApp, send the same things to my TikTok. I'm not making 30 stories a day. I'm doing 10, right? And stories could be profit screenshots. Stories could be a call that you were on where you literally just filmed the screen. Stories could be your own trades for the day. Stories could be an example of a trade that somebody called out in V trades and then the result of the profits. Stories could be you speaking to the camera about the trade you took today and how easy it was to copy and paste, right? Stories could be anything. Stories could be a quote or a meme, right? So it's not hard to make up stories. If you feel you're struggling with stories, come speak to me. I can help you, all right? But 10 a day, mandatory, minimum. Posted profits and celebrated other people's profitable trades. This is you supporting your group, either showing that you are trading yourself, which you all should be, okay? So never ever stop trading because of an affiliate. No. You do both, okay? You do both, okay? Because if you don't trade, what are your people not gonna do? They're not gonna trade. You have to be showing them where the money is, right? You guys routinely will see me hop around products on the platform. I will do a whole week just banging out M&S, live session, US 30, just for fun. And then I'll be like, Manara, middle of the night, Manara, just for fun, guys. Okay? Show people where the money is. If they don't see you using it, they don't see you tapping in, and they don't see where the money is, they're not going to find the money. All right? V trades, DeFi versus DeFi. Show them where the money is. Okay? That's really important. They have to see you doing it and also celebrate them when they do it as well. They say what you reward gets repeated. That's the word. What you reward gets repeated. So if you promote your team when they're doing good stuff, they're going to do more of the good stuff. If you don't recognize them when they're doing good stuff, they're not going to continue to do it. So, when someone does something good, reward them. Okay. Relationships. Contacted your team members and give support. All right. Definitely keep in touch with your people. Don't sign them up and leave them. I don't think anyone here does that anyway, but don't do that. Definitely check in with them, keep them moving along, give them help, give them support. If you're having trouble with a team member, speak to your mentor. Okay, we can always step in and have a conversation with them as well. Okay, but just keep in touch with them. And enroll a new customer. Your goal should be to enroll at least 20 customers a month. Some of you may be like, what? Yeah, 20 customers a month. That's one every business day. Okay, and that will happen. It's not going to happen immediately just like that, but it will happen. If you're consistent in your work, your TikTok, the messages you put out there, your stories, will get to a point where it's like a machine. It trickles little at first, but then all the seeds that you're sowing start to bring about the fruit, and now you're getting the people messaging you. You're not even messaging people. People are messaging you because all you're doing is posting and showing what you're doing and sharing your story, and people are coming. And you get to the point where now every day or every other day, people are coming. Okay, so don't worry about the how so much. Do the work that you have to do, and that will be the result. But that's your goal, to get to enrolling a customer every day or every other day or so. Okay. And the final thing, check in and update your mentor every day. The people that speak to me the most make the most money, trading and in business. Just is what it is, right? My income changed when I started speaking to Jason every single day. Guys, I'm even going to show you, yeah? Can I even show you? Hang on. Right? I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm going to cover all of the other things, right? I don't know if you can see this, but you can't see it. Oh. Jason is pinned to my WhatsApp. He has been pinned since we were in our previous company. The minute I realized I wanted to double my income and grow my income, I pinned his chat to the top of WhatsApp. It means that if he messages me, I'm not missing it. If I know I need to have a conversation, I'm not missing that conversation. He's going to be the first person I see when I open my WhatsApp. Why? Because that's where the money is. That's where the money is. Why would I be scrolling to find my mentor? What? It doesn't make no sense. That needs to be the top of your WhatsApp. That needs to be the top of your WhatsApp, right? So that you can't miss the messages. There's always something to talk about. Hey, Nicola, today I spoke to this person. This person said they're going to join on the 14th. So I've got someone diarised for the 14th. I'm 3 away from my rank because I just signed somebody else. This person is a new affiliate. They're moving now. You should always be updating your mentor because there should always be something happening in your business. There can't be a week you don't speak to your mentor because nothing's happened in your business. That means you're not working. That means you're not working, right? There should always be something going on. Always be something you're trying to learn. Always be something you're trying to do. How do I do this? Where can I find, there should always be conversation there, right? So always, guys, definitely keep updating. Keep updating, okay? Let me now come back to here. Where are we up to? Here. Okay, let me just check you guys can see this again properly. Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Anthony, how are you finding this? Are you getting value? Yeah? Betty, you good? Yeah? Okay, cool. I can't see everybody. I think not everybody's got their camera on. All right, cool. Remember, you guys can ask questions at any point, all right? We're almost through this now. You guys have done well, you're troopers. We're almost through it. Okay, so in time, what you do here, the rewards will outweigh your efforts, far beyond anything you could ever do. Okay, if you put this much effort into your job, trust me, you ain't getting paid the way you're going to get paid here. I'm just telling you that for now. No questions, just a good reminder I'm not doing enough. Fine, fair enough. Something to improve on, right? In terms of how to approach this, again, remember, this is like a mindset thing. Treat it like your job in respect of the consistency you give it, right? Put it this way. Everyone on this call has probably gone to work when you're sick, right? You've gone to work when you're tired. You've gone to work when you're hungover. You've gone to work when you ain't slept well the night before. You've gone to work where you got delayed in traffic and even turned up late, right? You've gone to work where maybe you were even sick at work and had to get sent home from work. You've gone to work when your kids were playing up. You've gone to work when you were upset. You've gone to work when you were angry. You've gone to work when you were sad. Don't let your business be any different. Oh, I'm not feeling so good. I'm not going to post my TikTok today. Oh, my hair's not done. I'm not going to post my TikTok today. Oh, I'm not going to make that phone call because, oh, I'm tired. Didn't stop you going to work. You showed up there every day. Even when you were sick. Even when there was a valid reason for you not to go, you showed up. Okay? So treat it like your job in terms of the consistency, but treat it like a business in terms of your diligence. Because to be fair, let's face it, sometimes you go to work and you know you ain't doing a dang thing. I don't feel it today. I'm just here. I mean, I'm just checking in, so I'm here to get paid. But I'm not giving it my energy today because, all right, you spend half your day in the staff room just chatting and drinking coffee. Let's face it, right? Everyone's been there, right? We all know, right? We've all done these jobs.
I could care less.
We've all done these jobs.
Less what happened today.
I'll never forget when I hid in the toilet. Oh gosh.
Right, we've all done it. So let's not treat it like a job in the way that we show up. Let's treat it like a business in the way that we show up. Because if this was your business and you'd put in 100K to start it, you'd opened a physical shop, you're not going to sleep on that kind of money. Okay? Treat it like you invested in it, like it's an actual brick and mortar business. You've gone to the bank. You spent months doing a business plan. You've made sure you've hired and fired the right people. You've done your research. You know your competition. You've got your products. You've tested your products. You know, you've done interior design. You've hired someone to do shelving and you've had posters and you've paid for adverts and you've been on the radio and you've done flyers and you've got all of this into your business. You're not going to just be like, oh, I can't be over today. You're not going to do that. You're going to show up. Okay? So give it the consistency of your job, but give it the diligence of a business. All right? And let it pay you. Now, one thing I didn't put on here is the how. No, the who. I didn't put the who, right? But to be honest, the who is very, very short and sweet. Anyone can do this business. Every single one of you on this call can do this business. Starting from where you are. As bad as you think you are at certain points, as poorly connected as you might think you are, as unconfident as you might think you are, any single one of you on here can go icon. But not everyone will go icon. But that will be down to you. Okay, there is no bars on who can do this. If someone can come out of prison can do this, if someone can be a drug dealer and come and do this. By the way, Bells wasn't in prison for doing drugs, okay? But there's other people in the team who I know who were previously drug dealers. I just want to make that clear. I'm not trying to get done for defamation or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Bells was a drug dealer. No, he was not. Okay, I'm just saying that you can come from anywhere and do this, right? It doesn't matter. You can come from the best, most qualified job in the world where you're just unsatisfied and you can come and do this. You can be highly qualified or less highly qualified and you can come and do this. You can be old or young and come and do this. Doesn't matter, okay? Because what you put in, you will get out. So anyone can do this, right? So last few slides, woo, we're really making some progress. Standards of this team. Now, this is a mixture of what I've learned in my time and also what I know works, okay? Because standards serve two purposes. They're a standard to hold yourself to in terms of reputation, in terms of quality, but they also drive outcomes. They also produce certain results. Okay, so all of the things that you're about to see is things that I have seen from experience work best, get you the most money and make your life as easy as possible. Okay, because what we're creating here is a well-oiled machine that you guys will one day be the head of, and you have your affiliates and you want them to do the same things. Okay, so communication, the standard for communication. You should have frequent contact with your mentor. Like I said, the people that speak to their mentors the most make the most money in trading and in business. Ask questions, ask for things that you're not sure about, clarify things that you think you understand but you're not sure. Okay, before you do something, clarify, is this the right thing I should be doing? Before you go and make a bold move, clarify, is this the right way to say this? Is there a way that I should do this better? Okay, an update. Let your mentor know what is happening in your business. Let them know if you're struggling with something. Let them know what's working well. Let them know what's due to happen. Let them know whether you're going to sign someone from another country and you're going to need help with resources. Let them know. Okay, because the more you tell us, the more we can help you, right? If we don't hear from you, we don't know what's going on. Okay, pin the chat. Like I said, pin the chat with your mentors to the top of your WhatsApp or however else you communicate. All right, time is precious. If you go to your mentor for advice and they give you a task to complete, don't delay on the task. Be prompt, right? If we say make a list of 50 to 70 names and we say 24 hours and we agree 24 hours, 48, 72 hours can't come and pass and we ain't heard from you because we're not chasing you. We're not coming to chase you, right? If we agreed make the phone calls by this day and that day's passed and we ain't, what's going on? That's virgin and disrespectful, right? We don't do that. Also, we are very, very aware of everything that happens and everything that doesn't happen in terms of responses. Because I know when I've told someone to do something. And equally, I know when they didn't reply. And 9 times out of 10, I can see where they saw the message and they still didn't reply. That is communication. Don't think that silence is nothing. Silence is everything. That says a lot. That's also a form of communication. So be responsive. Even if to update your mentor, this is what's happened, this is what has not happened yet, this is when I'm going to be able to get back to you. Can we speak at whatever time? Communicate. Yeah, because equally think of it like this. Let's say that you're a new customer and you sign up with your mentor and then you ask your mentor a question and they see your message and leave you aired. 3 days goes past, 4 days goes past, you message them, they're not responding to you. You're going to feel away because you wanted that time, right? You paid your money, you give an investment there. So don't do that to your mentors, okay? Respect your mentors, okay? Make sure you respond, even if just to give a holding message to let them acknowledge that you've seen the message and so on, okay? That's proper standards. If you continually do not respond, delay, you will eventually lose access to your mentor. And it's not to be a thing where we're going to be like, we're not talking to you anymore. That doesn't happen. What you notice is they just stop speaking to you less. They start speaking to other people more. They just move on, right? Mentorship is not a right, it's a privilege. To have someone that's going to invest time into you to get you to a certain place is not a right, it's a privilege. If you disrespect that relationship, like anything, you disrespect your spouse, what are they going to do? They're going to not talk to you. They're going to move on. You disrespect your boyfriend or girlfriend, they're going to move on. You disrespect your friend, they're going to move on. Right? You disrespect your children enough, guess what? They grow up and you won't see them again. So it's the same in this relationship as well. honor that relationship because it will make you a hell of a lot of money. Right? Be respectful to that relationship. Okay? Value and limit phone time when you're speaking to your mentor. Okay? 9 times out of 10, you can send them a message, you can send them a voice note, you can send them a few screenshots, and it will adequately explain whatever it is you need to explain. Based on that, we can see it when we need to see it. We can respond quickly. We can get you what we want because we know, okay, we just need to look at this. Okay, cool. I can fit that in and get back to you quickly. Otherwise, you're waiting for a phone call. Now we've already got a schedule of calls we've booked for the day, and we've got to try and find time to maneuver to fit you in. And then when we fit you in, we don't know what you want to talk about. So now we're having a whole half-an-hour conversation about all the background to the thing that you could have just messaged us before. Right? So be efficient with your communication with your mentor. If it's something we do need to talk about, don't worry, we're going to have a phone call. But just understand that around the time where you have popped up wanting information, your mentor already has a full schedule of stuff to do. So they're now trying to fit you into something unplanned that was already happening. Okay, so just be aware of it from their perspective. Okay, they're dealing with other things other than just you at that time. Send apologies for calls and events that you will miss with a time by which you will be caught up. Okay, in a business, we are a team. All of us are a team. Okay, so in order for us to function effectively, we all have to be aware and updated with the right information at the right time. So if you know you're going to miss a call, number one, tell your mentor, listen, I know this call is happening. I'm not going to be there, but I will be able to watch the recording by such and such a date. That means that if we need now to have a conversation, I know you're up to date when we speak on Wednesday or whatever day it is. Do you see what I mean? Put yourself in position that you will get yourself back up to speed. Don't let it be that you missed the call and that was it. You just missed the call. And now when you speak to your mentor, they're raising things and you don't have a clue what they're talking about because you weren't on the call and you didn't catch up and now you're wasting their time. Right? Put yourself in position always to win. Always be proactive. If you miss something, catch up. Okay? Group engagement. Remember, you're an advocate for VTG. Okay? Engage in the calls, engage in the groups, and engage during promotions. If someone gets promoted, celebrate them. Even if it's just a, hey guys, congratulations. You guys are killing it. Fire emoji, whatever. Just a little something. Right? Show the right energy. Because again, when you get promoted, you're not expecting someone just drop like a little half-hearted, saw it and didn't respond. You're expecting the group to support you as well. So support other people too. Okay. Use your energy positively and your people will follow you. Okay. Use your energy positively and your people will follow you. One person I actually want to shout out for doing this, and who actually instinctively did this, Gareth, well done. I see you all the time in the chat. You're always helpful. You know, you're always engaging, you're always celebrating in the chat, you participate on Zoom calls. And as a relative newbie, that is very much noticed and very much appreciated. So Gareth, just to give you a quick clap for all of your engagement and your positivity in the chats, because you do actually do that and it makes a massive difference. You know what I mean? Like I remember one time, I don't know exactly when it was, but Jason messaged me and was like, who is this Gareth? Like, who's Gareth? This is before you became an affiliate. It was like, who's this Gareth? Like, he's good people, like good energy. So I was like, yeah, Gareth's one of my people. You know what I mean? It's good energy. It's noticed. It's noticed, right? Because when you add value like that, and when you add energy like that, that's how you start to build a reputation. People start to know you before you even know them, right? Your reputation precedes you, as they say. When you're just silent and you don't do nothing, nobody don't know who you are. Okay? But number one, you want to build your reputation amongst the leadership and you want to gain recognition of even from your own team. Yeah? Yes, you're gassed. He knows who you are, don't worry. Okay? This is how you build reputation with your own team and also build recognition with the leadership. Okay? It'll be lovely when you go to a leadership event and people go, oh my gosh, I know you. Oh, you're so-and-so. Oh, you're the one that did that. Yeah, they know you. Right? They know you. Like, imagine, guys, I was in Dubai, right? And there's an icon in Nigeria called Sakina. Okay, she's 24. She makes 25K a month currently. And we've never met in person and we've never spoken directly. Okay. I was walking alongside Sakina for time. She didn't recognize who I was, right? We're walking together. And you know when you know someone doesn't know you because you're trying to like initiate conversation and they're just like, okay. But she was like giving me that like, I don't know who you are energy, right? And then someone messaged me and I left a voice note on my phone. And the way she turned around, she nearly gave herself whiplash. She was like, Nicola Johannan. She heard my voice. She goes, oh my gosh, your TikToks, your trainings. I know your voice. She literally like her whole persona just exploded. She's like, oh my gosh, it's you. I didn't know it was you the whole time. She recognized my voice alone because she hears me on TikTok, because she hears me sending voice notes in the leadership chat, because the voice alone carried energy. And that's what got her attention. Right? So guys, I'm telling you, it's powerful. When you start to do these certain things and engage and give your energy, people will know you for that alone. It will carry you a very, very long way. Okay. The other thing about communication is vent upwards. Don't ever spread negative energy into the group chats. Don't ever spread negative energy amongst your team. This is very, very important because people don't realize it and they do it quite frequently. If a trade hits a stop loss, for example, don't put a sad emoji. Don't be like, oh, you know, I'm not feeling good about that. Oh, another stop loss. Don't do that. You're a leader. You're a leader. You have never, ever, I pretty much guarantee, never, ever heard me express any negativity about lost trades, people leaving, people quitting, things not working, you know, mistakes made in the chat. You never, ever, ever put that in the chat. You're a leader, right? It's like this. Imagine your cabin crew on a plane. If there is turbulence and you are calm and you continue to walk and serve food and do your thing and whatever, your passengers are going to be calm. But if you are the air hostess and you start screaming because of turbulence, what are your passengers going to do? They're going to scream. Because if you're not secure and you do this every day, I am now not secure either. If you're panicking, I'm panicking. If you're screaming, I'm screaming. And now everybody's screaming, right? So you have to imagine you're the crew. You guys are the crew. You can't panic. You can't be upset. You can't vent into the group. You always vent to your mentor. Carry your venting upwards because they can handle it. They can discipline you in the mindset. They can give you the right approach. Carry it upwards, always. Never cross line, never down, always up. Okay? Inappropriate behaviors, which we see as mentors, which will hinder your success. Okay, because if you're doing something personally, like you're just picking your nose, I'm gonna leave you. I'm not gonna lie. If I see you just picking your nose at an event, I'm gonna be like, that's you, innit? Right? Right. But if something's gonna impinge on your success as it pertains to business, right? Like picking your nose on a Zoom call, I'm gonna tell you about it, right? We're gonna address it with you directly. Okay. Equally, Missy, you coughing or laughing? What's going on? Right? If you have an issue, she's gone. Okay. Wow. Okay. If you have an issue with someone else in the team, maybe one of your own team members or someone else has said something to you in the team that you're not happy with, don't get into it with that person. Seek advice from your mentor first. They will tell you the most diplomatic way to deal with it. Okay. And if they have to intervene, they will intervene. But don't lose your head. Okay. Always take it upwards. Any problem, take it upwards. All right. Any questions about communication? Is this all good? Is this all good? You guys are absolute legends, by the way. Like you stayed on entirely and we're almost done. Okay. But you guys are legends. I rate it. You're invested in your future. I love it. Okay. Second thing, attendance at trainings and events. So this still falls into standards and this is very, very important now. Okay. New members calls. If you are not familiar with the VTG system, it is your duty to be on the new members calls until you know the launch document and the VTG system inside out. If you don't know that thing like the back of your hand, you are going to struggle when people come on board because you need to signpost. And if you can't even navigate the thing that the new member is meant to know, what are we doing here? What are we doing? That's like inviting someone into your shop. You own the department store and they ask you, where is the shoe section? And you're like, I don't know. What? This is your shop. How? Like, you have to know, right? Okay, so make sure you're on those calls until you know it. Okay, and ensure your new members also attend and watch those recordings. If you have a new member, you have to be ensuring, right, you're going to be on Wednesday's call or you're going to watch a recording. When are you going to watch the recording? You're going to watch it on Thursday. Okay, cool. Check in with them on Thursday. Did you watch the video? You watched it? Okay, cool. It's your responsibility to make sure your team are trained properly, even as traders, right? Make sure they have the right resources, they have the right information because they don't end up lost then. Okay. Webinars. Always try to have your guests on webinars. Okay. I know you send out the video recordings and stuff, and that's fine. But when there is a webinar, your invitations for that day should be towards the webinar, right? Nothing looks worse than a webinar that is meant to be for a whole community and there's like 3 people on it. Not making any sense, right? So if you're inviting for a day where there's a webinar, your invitations for that day are on that webinar. And then you also attend that webinar. So you see the same information your prospect just saw. So when we follow up and they have questions, you know where the questions have come from. You know what it relates to because you saw the same thing. Okay, it's your responsibility to do that. Don't cut corners on that journey. A webinar is a presentation. So you know where Jason does the Zoom call? He usually does it on Thursdays or on Mondays where he presents the information. That's a webinar. That's what I mean by a webinar, okay? A Zoom call where prospects can come. Also attend so that you can learn, because many of you may feel not confident about inviting because you feel like you don't know your way around the system, okay? The way to improve that is to be on a webinar, because you will then learn that Jason doesn't change his webinars. Every single webinar, Jason pretty much says the same thing in the same order. He tells the same jokes. He says exactly the same thing every single time, right? You should know that. You should know it, because if you know what he says, you pretty much know how to present this opportunity. So if someone says, oh, what's the products and services you have in economy? Okay, well, we have the ECA. You know, we have Manara. We have live sessions with M&S. We have Solex app where you're going to receive some copy and paste trades. We have V-Trades. We have DeFiverse, we have Plutos, we have the Gold Pack, right? You should know this. This should not be a surprise to you, right? So the more you attend a webinar, the more you actually get confident in the information yourself, and it makes you a better closer, because Jason handles objections on his call. He handles objections about time. He handles objections about not having enough money. He handles objections about not being able to do this. You can literally still how he handles objections. You now know how to cover the 3 most popular objections that someone will come to you with as to why they can't do this, right? So you're going to learn if you're on a webinar. Also, this is slightly new. By the time you are an Influencer 900, you will be learning to present for yourself. You will be learning to present for yourself, okay? Because a well-trained team is a well-paid team. I started presenting when I was the equivalent of an apprentice. In fact, there was no other option. We didn't have videos that we would send out. Every presentation was a live Zoom. So imagine every prospect that ever messages you, you have to jump on Zoom with them and present for 20 minutes and then answer their questions. And then they might say no. That's what was happening. So we were doing 5 presentations, 5 Zoom calls a day, live and direct. And then we didn't even have a video to launch. So you know how you guys have like the launch video? We didn't have a launch video. We would be on Zoom launching them, taking them through the whole launch document. I don't know what we were doing. I don't know why we didn't record that thing, but that's how we were doing it. And that's how the business grew, right? But because of that, I got so much confidence in speaking because I was having to do it. Jason refused to do a presentation for us after 3. So he would do 1 and do like a 3-way presentation, and then he'd do all the closing. He'd do a second one and he'd do a third one. Whether the people joined or not, after 3, you're on your own. You now have to step up if you want to build the business, right? So you guys have had it easy. You guys are still able to send our videos, right? So you guys have to level up because you're going to get as confident and as good at this as us, but you're going to have to do what we did to get that confidence, right? If you never present, you're never going to be a confident presenter, are you? Right? So 900 or plus, that's where you're going to have to start stepping up and start learning how to present. All right. And that way, when we start having physical events, which will happen, you guys are going to be able to speak and hold your ground against a crowd of people. Okay. And that's going to be the next level. Remember, every challenge, you're getting richer. Okay. So let's work towards that. Affiliate calls and physical events. So Transformation Tuesday is a mandatory call. Everybody should be on that. You should be on it. Your team should be on it. There should be no reason to miss it. 90-day game plan calls, any kind of main team calls where it's like mastermind are doing the call, like a bigger team call, you have to be on the call, okay? Rank qualified calls. So those of you who are 500s or above, we have a VTG 500 call, sometimes on a Sunday night. And then on Monday nights, we have a 500 plus mastermind call. Never, ever, 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 ever miss a call that you qualify for. If you are a 500, be on the 500 call. Diarize it, put it in your diary, put it in your calendar, whatever, set an alarm. Don't ever, ever, ever miss that call unless something detrimental has happened, okay? And similarly with events, this applies to all of you. The next physical event we have, the day you find out there is a physical event, diarize it. And make no other plans other than to be at that event. I don't care how you're going to do it. I don't care what, where, you, how, I don't know. But just know to yourself, you are going to that event. Make it mandatory. You are going to that event, okay? Because I'm telling you, I made a decision a few years ago to never ever miss an event. And since then, I've had to pull some crazy things to be able to get to events. But every event I've gone to, whether it's international or in the UK, has benefited me, and I've had an income increase straight afterwards. Straight afterwards. Dubai event, I went there as a 5K. Mark my words, guys. Mark my words. I don't know when it's going to happen. I know my date. I know my goal. But Icon 9 is coming, and Icon 15 is going to come straight after. Mark my words. The 2, 3, 4K, whatever I spent to get to Dubai is going to pay me. The jump from 5K to Icon 9 is already 4K in 1 month. That's just in 1 month. So I'll be paid back in 1 month of my new rank from what I just spent. It's worth it. You never lose nothing by going to an event. No one has ever gone to an event and come out poorer. You only ever go to events and come out richer. Every icon has gone to all of the events. So there's no reason. If you want what you want, make sure you're at the events. Okay, make sure. Like whether there's London, whatever. But yes, there is one in December that's meant to be in London. So there will be a London physical event in December. January. Sorry, January. They had a Spain one which was planned for December, but because the Dubai one ended up being in November, they're no longer having the Spain one. So it's going to be London in January is the next one. Okay. So London, January, guys, put it in your diaries. You have to be there. Also, you know a tree by its fruit. Okay. There are certain teams when you go to events, and you don't even have to ask who their mentor is. You don't have to ask. Right? Fabiana, Icon 100. There were about 20 people from Bolivia who were with her in Dubai. Guys, I'm not kidding you. They all look the same. They all look the same, right? Her team is so her that it's a joke. Now, I'm not saying that you have to look like me, okay? Safwan, Gareth, you'll struggle to look like me. I'm not going to lie, okay? You're not going to look like me. But in terms of how you show out, you are a reflection of your mentor, okay? So whenever Jason goes to an event, people know I'm at the event. They know they're never, ever, ever going to see Jason at the event and I'm not there. There's even been an event that Jason couldn't go to and I was there, right? But for you guys, you have to understand that if you want the results that we have, do what we do. You never see me miss an event. Don't ever miss an event, okay? All right, let's move on. Okay, this is, I believe, the last slide. Whew, we made it. 11 skills to continuously develop. I want you guys to take a picture of this, write notes, whatever you want to do, okay? If you rate yourself on these things once a month, you will be able to track your progress. How good are you at prospecting? Inviting someone to see a webinar, inviting someone to see a presentation, to watch a video. If you invite 10 people, how many say yes on average? If you invite 10 people and one person says yes, there's a whole lot of improvement to be made. If from month to month to month, you should be able to track, oh, one person said yes. A month later, okay, now if I invite 10, 5 say yes. A month later, okay, now if I invite 7 say yes. You're getting better. Track your progress. What you can track, you can improve. If you don't track it, you can't improve it. Rate yourself. How good are you at inviting? How good are you at presenting? That will come after your 900. How good are you at closing? From the time where you no longer need freeway calls, how good are you at handling someone's objections and answering their questions so that they say yes by the time they come off the phone? That's a skill set. Closing is a skill set. Some people manage it even before they get to 900, right? Missy is not yet a 900, but I haven't had to do a three-way call for Missy in quite a while. She knows how to close. She's listened to me do it enough times that she now knows the answers to most of those questions. She knows her system. She navigates the system very, very well. She will soon be a 900. That flyer better drop this weekend, girl. You know, I'm on you. That flyer better drop this weekend. What are you talking about? Playing with your food. All right. Okay, success leaves clues, guys. Success leaves clues. Okay. How good are you at launching a new customer? When they come on board, how long does it take for them to go on their download their MetaTrader 5, get plugged in, do the key tasks, take their first trade? How quick is that process? How good are you at getting them plugged in? If it's taking them a whole week to get through it, cut it down. We want it done in 24 hours. Get better at that process. Okay. How good is your posture? If someone says, oh, is this a scam? Do you go, oh, okay, don't worry, and run away? Or do you say, well, actually, we have over 31,000 customers here, all making money every single month. Why would 31,000 people be paying $99 a month if it wasn't working? Our company has grown year on year on year since 2021. I'm a proud member of VTG. In VTG, we help and support our customers to make money. In fact, one of our team quit their job a few weeks ago. Someone yesterday posted in the testimonial section that they had grown their account by 200%. So I can understand why you think it's a scam if you've never seen anything like this before. But I assure you, this is 100% legit. We make money. Posture. Posture. Don't let them frighten you. How good is your posture? How confident are you when you speak that people believe what you say? Right? Edification. Edification is the art of speaking well about somebody. Edification is the art of speaking well about another team member. It could be another team member. It could be a leader. It could be a product. Okay? How good are you at promoting for events? For giving your people the right information so they can be at the right place at the right time? How good are you at social media? Are you consistent? How good are you at self-development? Can you see growth from when you started? Month by month by month. Can you see a list of skills where you have got better at because you've intentionally worked at them? And how good are you at following up? When someone has seen a video, how good are you at arranging a three-way call? How good are you at answering their questions if you're doing that by yourself? All right, track and rate yourself and then track it from month to month to month. Okay, so finally, guys, my commitment to you, because leadership is about service, right? My commitment to you guys is to be a good example for you to follow. Okay. I hope that you will never see me slack in my work ethic. You will never see me slack in my dedication. You will never see me slack in my attention to detail and to upskilling and getting better myself. You will never see me slack in terms of my attitude towards this business and towards helping each of you get to your goal. That's my commitment to you guys. Okay, I am invested in you guys getting to your goal. I'm committing to lead you and guide you to your goal. Okay, I'm not promising it's going to be easy. I'm not promising it's going to be straightforward. I'm not promising you're just going to go rank, 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 rank. I'm not promising you're never going to D-rank. I'm not promising there's not going to be things that are going to be challenging for you and scary for you that you're going to have to overcome. But I'm not going to leave you in that place. If you're willing to work, I'm willing to work. If you're giving 100, I'm giving 100 to get you to your goal, always. Okay? I'm committing to you guys to help you to develop, to grow, to get better as best as I can, right? I believe I have one of the best mentors in the entire company. And I've heard that even from people who are not in our team, that Jason is actually one of the most intentional and best mentors in our entire team. Okay, I've had the privilege of being able to work with him for 5 whole years. And if you guys knew who I was when I started, it's not who I am now. And where I'm going to be in another 5 is not who I am today. So I commit to you guys to not water down what he gave to me, to not dilute it, to not make it easier, to not simplify it. You're going to get the raw concentrated version, the same as he gave to me, so that you guys can level up massively in 5 years too. Okay? You're going to get it the way I received it. Okay? And also, I'm never ever going to ask you to do something that I would not do myself and that I have not done myself. So if I'm asking you to give a certain level of commitment and to make certain sacrifices, that's what I did. I'm not going to ask you to do more than I have done, because that's not fair. Okay? So, focus. This is our focus for the rest of this year. Okay? Any influencer 500s and above, and guys, this is me doing this. This is not anyone else. This is me. If you hit 500 and above, right? 10 people. So you bring in 11 people, 1 for your other leg, 10 for the leg you're building. For every 2 customers you bring in from that point, I'm going to give you 1. I'm going to place somebody. Remember we spoke about placements, how you can benefit from your upline placing under you? For every 2 people you bring in personally past the rank of 500, I am going to give you 1. So your business will grow by 1/3 as fast. Okay? Does that make sense? It will accelerate by 1/3. Does that make sense? So for every 2 people you bring in, I'll give you 1. So let's say you're trying to go from 500 to 900. You need 10, right? Between 500 and 900, you need 10. You bring in 2, I'll give you 1. That's 3. You bring in 2, I give you 1. That's 6. You bring in 2, I give you 1. That's 9. You're 1 away from 900. So we're going to cut down that time and get you guys to your ranks quicker. Okay? But initially, you need to be at the rank of 500. The reason being is because when I give you these people, I'm going to work with them initially, but I'm going to introduce them to you and I'm going to hand them over to you and they're going to become your responsibility. So I want you to be as good as looking after them as I would be as good as looking after them. Okay? But it's going to help you get to your ranks. It's going to help you to develop because you're learning to cope with more people. But I want you to at least be a 500 so that I can see that you can do that to a level first. I'm not going to give you extra people as an apprentice. It's not fair. Okay? It's not fair on you guys. So when you get to 500, then I will start to help you by helping you with the leg that you're focusing on. All right. The next thing, we are doing an incentive. Okay. We currently don't have an active coupon code. Okay. There's not one at the moment. But what I will do for each of you guys is any people you bring in from now until Monday, the 25th of November, okay, 6 a.m. that morning, I will give that person, your customer, a $25 cashback. Okay, so they will pay full price at the checkout, but after 7 days, I will personally give them back $25. So it's as if they joined for $99. Okay, and that way you guys still get to keep your commissions. Because I don't know if you guys are aware, but when you use a coupon code, you don't get a commission. The company basically takes the $50 out of your pocket, right? But you guys still get to keep your commission because they will pay full price. I personally will give them back the $50. Okay, and so we're going to run this up. Any one of you that needs a game plan, you haven't done a game plan, let me know. If you're in the middle of a game plan and we need to get back on track, message me. We're going to arrange a call. Let me know. Okay. But let us go and get to our goals. All of us working collectively as a team. There are 12 of us on this call. We can do some serious damage before the year is out. Okay. Those of you who are unranked can be getting to 500, 900 by the time the year is out. Those of you who are apprentices can be getting 900, 1500 by the year is out. Those of you who are 5s can be 1500, 3K by the year is out. There's a lot to play for. But it takes each of you to take on board everything what I've just said in this call. And I've given you literally the whole source. I've not held nothing back. I've given you the whole source in terms of what you need to do to be great at this and to get paid with this. So now it's for you guys to take it and to run with it and be consistent with it. Okay? So let's keep in communication. Let's talk to each other. Let's help each other. And let's make it happen, right? Okay, so I'm gonna, right, any questions, first of all? Let me stop sharing. Any questions? Anything that you want to ask me? Any comments? Anything that I can help with? Feel free to unmute, feel free to drop it in the chat. I don't care, I don't mind. No, we all good? Okay. All right, I'm gonna pick on someone. Safwan. Hello. Hi. You're relatively new as an affiliate. What's been your biggest takeaway from this call so far? Well, it's done. I'm not going to say so far, like there's more of it. There's not more. We're done. But what's been your biggest takeaway so far from what we've done? I think you can unmute. There we go.
What do you mean by that?
What's been the biggest thing that you've learned or that has been of value to you from what we've covered on this call today? Do you understand what I mean? No? Okay. All right. All right, let me ask somebody else, someone who's a bit more seasoned. Sabrina. I think I've
Yeah,
asked.
1 second.
That's fine.
Hi.
Yeah. Hello. Hi. What's been your biggest takeaway or your biggest thing that you've learned or that you can incorporate from the call that we've had?
So from today, I've learned a lot that I need to step up my game plan a bit more. Be a little bit more consistent with my reels as well as the TikToks. So even though I'm doing the 3 TikToks a day, but also doing the 2 reels, even to schedule that so that I have time to do that as well. So there's no excuses. Yeah, just all the things you explained was just help me to work out what I need to do to move forward and to be better.
Awesome. Excellent stuff. Excellent. Thank you for sharing. Much appreciated. Gareth, what about you? Let me unmute. There we go.
Hello.
Hello. Because you're fairly new to this journey as well, aren't you? Like we've done, yeah.
Yeah, I am very, very new to the affiliate program, and still quite new to the whole VTG trading thing altogether. This call for me, I've made 3 pages of notes so far. I could have just copied everything that you put on the screen, but writing really helps it go in as well as hearing it as well. To hold myself more accountable. As you know, personally from the calls that we've had, I've been a little bit scared to do some of the stuff that, you know, nobody would normally hold me to. So that's been good. I have more work to do. I don't think we should ever sit and say, right, we've done everything we can. I think each and every one of us on this call should hold ourselves to a higher account than we do currently. It's an opportunity to grow and develop. And yeah, I mean, that's it really. Just step up, and the possibilities are there. Like we've seen for the last week that you guys, apart from having a crazy time on all these posh yachts and hotels and what have you, it's real. You know, I can do what you're doing, and so can everybody else on this call. So the fact that it's actually possible is probably the biggest thing.
Yeah, I would 100% support that. I think belief is a very key thing for a lot of people. You know, there's seeing someone else do something, but then there's knowing that you can do it. You know what I mean? And that's a different thing. You know, many people that see someone else and go, oh, that's nice for them, but can I do it? And yes, you can. You know what I mean? Everybody here can do it. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. Anyone else want to contribute? Are we all good? We all good? Ready to run? Yes. Excellent stuff. Okay, guys, well, listen, like I said, my phone is accessible. I'm here. If you want to have a chat, you want a game plan, you want to get back on track, message me. We'll have that conversation, no problem. But if you already know what you're doing and you already know what you have to do, you've already been given your assignment, literally sprint. Okay, sprint. Because remember, we've got the $50 cashbacks. The more momentum you can drive and the more people you can bring in at that discount, the better for you. You know what I mean? Let's start popping some ranks. Let's get you guys to your goals. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. But have a fantastic evening. You guys have been saints to be on this call for 2 hours, but I hope it gives you value and you get paid back with eternal time freedom. Okay. All right. Well, have a good night, guys. Catch you later. Bye.